Kareena Kapoor, who's been working for 20 years now and still going strong. Married, has 2 kids, still going strong. I think that is something really, really inspiring for all actresses today. I was in a space where, nothing was exciting me, like in terms of the content and scripts that I was going through. I just felt like, been there, done that, ye to kitni baar kar liya and all. No matter what size you are, it's very important for you to be healthy.
She's fierce, she's beautiful, and she's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Sonakshi Sinha is an artist with both style and substance. I catch up with her today on Filmfare OTT Showcase, a prelude to the MyGlamm Filmfare OTT Awards. Thank you, Sonakshi, for being a part of my OTT Showcase.
It's my pleasure. I'm just very happy today to see your face, Jitesh. It's been too long.
Thank you so much. So, Sona, you have also joined the OTT space. Can you talk about it at all? Your new
yeah, a little bit. I mean, I can give you the information that's already out there floating around. But it was actually a very, very exciting time for me because I was in a space where, nothing was exciting me, like in terms of the content and scripts that I was going through. I just felt like, been there, done that, ye to kitni baar kar liya and all. So I was like really waiting for something that came along that shook me up, that really, really excited me. And Rima and Zoya came my way and they narrated this series that they wanted to make. And the minute I heard it, right there and then at the meeting, I didn't even let them go home. I told them that I'm on board. I want to do this. I have to play this role. And that's how it kind of came together. And I'm so happy with the decision because as an actor, it really, enriched my experience of doing something like that after so many years also. So it was a wonderful experience for me. I think really, really nice to be doing something different, so drastically different after such a long time. And I really enjoyed it.
As an actor, you have probably been one of the few who's dabbled in a lot of stuff, whether it's Akira, whether it's that medical thing, I forget that long name film, or
Khandani Chapakana.
Or, Lutere and stuff. Lutera and stuff which a lot of heroines would think twice about doing. So what challenges you as an actor?
Either I don't think much or, I don't know. I just think I'm very instinctive. I feel like every time I hear a narration, I kind of, while it's going on, I start imagining myself being that character, playing that role, putting together things like whether I'd be able to pull it off, not pull it off, whether I feel comfortable being that person or not. So I feel it's very, very instinctive, the whole process for me, to say yes to a role. So that's it. I mean, there's genuinely not so much thought put into putting a strategy together or thinking too much. I just have to feel it or I don't.
What was personally challenging for you when you joined the OTT space with this new any personal challenges for you?
Nothing actually. For me as an actor,
you got to physically transform or something like that?
Well, I had to be fit for it. I'm playing a police officer. So, that is something that it wasn't conveyed to me as such, but I just felt like it would be better for me if I look the part, look sturdy, look tough. So which is what I worked on, by myself. And other than that, nothing really challenging because I feel as actors, it's our job to be able to do whatever role that we're given to whichever platform it may be. It could be theater, it could be OTT, it could be television. I've done a lot of TV as well in terms of reality shows and stuff. So I've explored that as well. I've whether it's theater, if tomorrow I feel like, just going up on stage as an actor, if that's what excites me, I would do that. So I didn't really think of, it as OTT or separate from doing what it is that I'm already doing. Of course, the process is different. It was a much longer shoot. We were shooting it episode wise. So we had 2 directors that we were working with. So that is a different experience for me, to be working with 2 different people on the same thing. Again, very, very new and very exciting and very fun to kind of manage two different people altogether and to be able to give them what they require of you as an actor. So yeah, that I think was challenging, but it turned out like I'm really happy with the way it turned out.
Also, did you, you come from a position of privilege as an actor. You come from a film family, but it was immediately established you're a fine actor. Did you face any prejudice when you came into the industry that, oh, in Isko to, she's got it easy on a platter?
I think it was the opposite in terms of like, of course, people said that, but people will always have something to say. I didn't really let it bother me. I think what really, what I remember and what really was floating around in the media at that point in time was something in terms of being negative was that, oh, will she be able to live up to, her father's persona, her father's talent? So that kind of comparison. Then there was this whole chatter about in certain sections of the media where they were like, oh, none of Salman Khan's heroines have ever made it big, and will she be able to surpass that curse of debuting with Salman Khan? So stuff like that, which is so stupid. I mean, let a person at least take their first steps, let them breathe, give them the room to prove themselves. But yeah, I think all that is behind me, and I didn't really think of it much even at that point of time. I just remember it because there was so much chatter around these topics. So yeah, I think it's up to each individual, no matter where they come from, no matter who they are, whose kids they are, whose kids they are not. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's your talent that will take you forward. It's your talent that will get you work. It's your work ethic that will get you work. So yeah, it just really depends on how you handle yourself and your work.
Also, there was there is right now a lot of debate about body shaming. And I remember there was a time when you were body shamed in the media and you handled it with utmost grace. And, then you lost weight and all of this. Does all this put pressure? Is it unfair?
It's definitely unfair, because who is anyone to comment on anybody else's physicality, there was a time where I was extremely overweight. Still, again, even at that point, nobody's business but mine. I lost the weight. I started acting, and I know how hard I worked and what I had achieved. And in spite of that, people would think that it's okay to comment on my body and my structure and my size. So obviously unfair. It's very, very unfair. But I guess that is the change that needs to be made in the people that are asking the questions and the people who are writing the articles and stuff. I think it's a mindset. You just don't. It's like fodder for people to read something negative all the time, and I think that's what people give into, which is, I think, something that is slowly but steadily changing. And honestly, I've always been someone who's projected a very healthy body image. No matter what size you are, it's very important for you to be healthy. So I'm healthy even when I'm slightly bigger, and I can be healthy and fit even when I'm slightly smaller. So, but that is entirely up to me. It depends on me, my mood, my state of mind, the work that I'm doing, what size I have to be, and it is nobody's business. So I think I've just maintained that and kept my head down and done my work all these years, and I think that's how it's going to always be. Yeah.
And more power to you.
Thank you.
Okay, you've had your heart broken over a bad performance or a dismal failure of your film. How do you get over it?
Honestly, my heart has never been broken over a film performing badly at the box office. Because I know that is something that I can't control and it's not in my hands, and there's no use crying over spilled milk. It's just better to invest your energy in what you're doing next. So I've never been heartbroken. Of course, with any project that you're associated with, you want it to do well. And if it doesn't, you feel bad for that little bit and you move on, but never like heartbroken. And I've never been heartbroken over a bad performance. So I don't think I've given a bad performance.
That's true. I agree.
With a bad film, I don't think my performance has ever been bad, so I'm good. But that is my biggest fear. My biggest fear is to give a bad performance, and I think that is why my approach towards every film is like I'm doing my first film, so I have to be like really good and all. So yeah, I think that's why I've never been heartbroken over a bad performance.
Are there actors who you've really looked up to, and you've not emulated their career, but really said, "Wow, this is such a dignified way to lead your career"?
I think growing up, I never wanted to be an actor, so I didn't really form any standards of like, this is the person who I want to follow, or this is the person who I want to be like. But of course, when I started acting, when I started working in the industry myself, there are a lot of people who do inspire you and have had a very, very, you know, diverse graph of the way their careers have shaped out. For example, Kareena Kapoor, who's been working for 20 years now and still going strong. Married, has 2 kids, still going strong. I think that is something really, really inspiring for all actresses today. She just opened up so many avenues for so many people, and I think that's phenomenal. Deepika Padukone, who's kind of taken the entire industry by storm in terms of from like where she started from and what she finally became, is today. Alia Bhatt, I know she's younger than me, but she is, I think, as an actor, one of the most inspiring people that I've seen on screen. Every performance of hers is better than the last one. I don't know how she does it. She's too young to be so good, I feel, but she is, and that is something that is really, really inspiring for me. So she's definitely my favorite actor in the industry today.
5 makeup essentials you can't live without.
5 makeup essentials that, wow, lucky me, I'm sitting at my dressing table, I can see everything. So first is obviously my eyeliner. Then I have those matte lipsticks. I really like them. I'm a fan of now. Concealer, BB cream, tinted moisturizer, and good eyebrow pencil. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you for being in conversation with me. It was nice.
My pleasure, Jitesh.
Thank you so much.
Take care. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.